With a recent landslide of Firefly Reboot news articles flooding the internet, it's no surprise that longtime fans of Joss Whedon's science fiction western have had their interest piqued. And when we say piqued, it's because we can't say excited. The truth is, Firefly fans have a lot of opinions and ideas about how, who, and whether the show should even be made again today. What everyone can agree on is that Firefly got the shaft by Fox back in 2002, and following an incredible fan campaign to bring it back, we were eventually rewarded with the Serenity movie in 2005. If you want to see the entire definitive history of Firefly, check out the link at the end of this video. Since Serenity hit theaters, the buzz around bringing Firefly back to television had all but disappeared, at least until this year. Following Disney's purchase of Fox in 2018, the rights to the show are now in the hands of the mouse, and while some fans welcome any return of the Firefly universe, other fans are hoping the big Disney machine will leave one of their favorite science fiction shows alone. But more on that in a moment. First, let's explore everything we know about the possible reboot, what fans think, and whether all of this new information is reliable or not. Is Firefly really being rebooted, or is this a lot of wishful thinking? You don't want to miss this episode. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do so now, and give us a thumbs up if you want more news about your favorite shows. Also, click the notification bell to never miss an episode, and make sure you stay tuned to the end to see how to get this awesome Firefly Keep Flying graphic design from the amazing artists at Mixtease.com. When MovieWeb dropped a story on what everyone should expect from the Firefly Disney Plus reboot, it came as a surprise. We've long suspected Disney executives are discussing, if not planning, to reboot the show now that they own the property. Firefly is an untapped universe with millions of fans around the world, many still carrying a torch for the show almost 20 years later. But while Firefly's future had once only been discussed as rumors and insider whispering by sites like Screen Rant and Looper, this week we received an upgrade from MovieWeb. In an article published on their site by Ashley Hashemir Sadishi, she confirms that Disney plans to reboot the series as an exclusive for its streaming platform on Disney+. The article goes on to describe that while Disney has not confirmed anything about the plot, there is speculation that the show may delve into the past of Malcolm Reynolds, played by Nathan Fillion in the original show. MovieWeb also reports that the show will likely restart the series on a more family-friendly note. Would this mean no Inara, or other courtesans for that matter? The article on MovieWeb also confirms that Joss Whedon, who created Firefly, will not be returning due to allegations of workplace harassment against him. The article does not provide a timeline of when we might see the new series, or even when production might begin. It's important to note here that the article does not offer any sources or evidence to back these claims. We've reached out directly to the author, MovieWeb, and Disney Studios Public Relations with no responses at the time this video was made. There are elements within and surrounding this story that make us question the validity and truth behind this article. The lack of any sources or even the mention of a source is highly suspect. Also, when you consider that the author who wrote the article has only published 8 other submissions on MovieWeb that range from Emilio Estevez's best 80s movies to every Leonardo DiCaprio movie on Netflix ranked, we call into question her connections as a movie insider. But that doesn't mean there isn't a Firefly series being planned by Disney for Disney+. In fact, we strongly believe that the Hollywood machine is moving with Firefly behind the scenes. The only question is, to what degree? And how soon could we actually see something? But hold on to that thought for a moment while I quickly tell you why we love this video's sponsor, NordVPN has been instrumental with so many things we do online. Something as simple as watching the HD remastered version of The Next Generation had not been available on Netflix in the United States, so we booted up NordVPN and was able to stream it from the UK. Besides streaming to our heart's content, NordVPN protects our IP address. Today it's simple to find where someone is located while they are online.
NordVPN gives us the peace of mind that we have the privacy and protection we need while creating awesome YouTube content for our fans. One of the best things about NordVPN is that your subscription can be used on up to 6 devices.
Don't miss this holiday season deal to protect your online experience. Go to nordvpn.com/thepopcast to get a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month free with a huge discount.
There is a 30-day money-back guarantee if you aren't completely satisfied.
At the end of 2020 and beginning of 2021, a heavy current of stories were swelling around the rumored return of Firefly. Something had happened behind the scenes, but nothing anyone was willing to go on the record about. We are used to seeing unsubstantiated rumors being delivered as facts by clickbait sites like We Got This Covered, Giant Frickin' Robot, and self-proclaimed industry insider Daniel Reitman.
You're a con man.
He is a con man?
He thinks you're a con man.
But when it comes from a more respected site like MovieWeb, there may be more to it. MovieWeb has been around since the 90s and is well regarded for operating in facts as well as substantiated rumors. So unless something has changed at the site, we tend to give their reporting a little more validity. If the reporting we are hearing is true, there are some interesting ideas around what may happen on a new show. If Disney wants to reboot the show, then it's unlikely the original cast would reprise their roles, but it wouldn't surprise us to have some of the actors making guest appearances. We also agree that a rebooted version of the show would likely be more family-friendly. Not that the original Firefly was overtly sexual or mature in nature, discussion about nether regions and legal prostitution would probably not make the new show.
Going on a year now, I ain't had nothing twixt my nethers weren't run on batteries.
Oh, God.
Also, the suggestion that Joss Whedon wouldn't be attached makes a lot of sense. Following a Warner Media investigation into workplace harassment on the set of Justice League, Whedon left the HBO Max series The Nevers and has yet to continue directing on any other project. And without Whedon, it would make more sense to completely reboot the show and start from a fresh and unexplored place in the Firefly universe. If in fact this is the case and we get a Disney Plus show like The Mandalorian, it should also have a Firefly-class ship involved in some way. If we aren't getting a Firefly reboot, that is music to the ears of many fans. In an age of jaded fandoms like Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who.
You're dismissed.
Right, but...
This is the end of the conversation.
Captain, if I could...
You can't.
Right, but I had this as
The conversation's over.
A lot of browncoats are happy with living in the past and would rather Disney not reboot the series. In a poll submitted to more than 200,000 science fiction fans, more than half of the respondents voted to leave Firefly alone. The poll, which asked fans if they would want Disney to reboot Firefly or should they just leave it alone, had some interesting results. 21% of poll answers said they would take a Firefly reboot no matter who made it. 19% said no, don't make Firefly because Disney ruins everything it touches. 10% of respondents said yes, let them make it. Disney makes great content and a Disney Plus reboot would be great. And finally, 51% of pollers said no, don't make it. Firefly was great and should be left alone. It doesn't need a reboot. The responses are eye-opening. Many fans seem to be overwhelmingly over the idea of rebooting the franchise with or without Disney, with 70% of respondents saying no to Disney and just no in general. What does that say about the confidence fans have in new science fiction shows coming out as reboots today? Whatever Disney's plan is, it's apparent that no one is willing to go on the record with what is happening to Firefly. A lot will depend on how hands-on Susan Arnold, the new Disney board chair, will be when it comes to new Disney Plus content. She is the first new person to sit in the chair since Bob Iger took the role in 1996. And with studio head Alan Horn and chief creative officer of Disney-branded television Gary Marsh, among others, leaving the board at the end of this year, there are a lot of unanswered questions for Disney's entertainment direction. Arnold did say she intends to work closely with CEO Bob Chapek, so at the very least we know she'll be involved. For fans who want a new Firefly series, let's hope she's a fan. At the very least, we wouldn't expect news to officially come out about a new series until after we have a response from the new Obi-Wan Kenobi and Boba Fett shows. If the science fiction love that started with The Mandalorian continues for these shows, Disney will be more likely to take Firefly from the board and put it into production. Do you want Disney to reboot Firefly? How would you have answered the poll? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Also, check out this incredible Firefly Keep Flying graphic design from the amazing artists at Mixtees.com. Get 20% off your purchase by using coupon code ThePopcast. The link is in the description below.
You like ships. You don't seem to be looking at the destinations. What you care about is the ships, and mine's the nicest.
Hungry for more current pop culture news? Then make sure you head over and subscribe to the Popcast Unleashed for daily content. Hear us talk about all of your favorite things. Click on the link in the description below. Until next time.
Also, I can kill you with my brain.
Don't want the show to end? Become a Popcast member by hitting the join button to get exclusive content including special member live streams, Discord privileges, behind the scenes access, and so much more. Click join and let's hang out.